Well, hello, my fabulous friends. I hope you're doing well. Much requested reading on Ghislaine Maxwell. I'm using the Ehrenberg Tarot because everything seems to be about her. She's in prison for reasons of her. I don't know. Let's do Ghislaine Maxwell. Now, she has a very interesting past. Her father was a big Mossad agent. She has a lot of brothers and sisters, and I did that reading, and she actually has the Black Book. And, she doesn't have it on her per se. One of her relatives have it, and she was apparently involved with Jeffrey Epstein, but they split up, I guess, 25 years ago, and she's been married since, and she still has a current husband while she is in prison. Some people suggest that that's a bearded relationship, that she's actually enjoys women more than men. No judgment. Let's find out. Let's see if we can get to into the mind of Ghislaine Maxwell. Ghislaine Maxwell. Let's see if we can get in. What is she doing? What is she thinking? What's her outcome? What are the most important things that we need to know about her? Apparently, she's willing to testify before Congress. I don't know if that's wise or not. I don't know if I would put myself in that position. But she's doing 20 years in prison for apparently nothing. Let's find out what she thinks about that. Shall we begin? Knight of Pentacles in reverse. She's absolutely stuck where she is. Lots of inertia. Everything that she tried to grow in her life, or I want to say fields of despair for some reason. Anyways, Knight of Pentacles here is in reverse. She has nothing to look after. She feels like she's lost everything. The crop is dead. The harvest wasn't good. And she's inertia. She's stuck. She's stuck. She doesn't know which way to go. She really doesn't. Seven of Wands. Oh, she's taking the high ground here, guys. She thinks that she can defend herself, all her actions. She feels that everything she has done is defendable. Apparently not in a court of law. Otherwise, she wouldn't be in jail. She feels that she's innocent, actually. She feels that she's innocent and doesn't quite understand why she's in prison. She really wants out, though, with the one red boot here. She wants to take action and get out of Dodge, that's for sure. Wow, 10 of Cups in reverse. Yeah, she's not happy where she is at all. She doesn't even have anywhere to start. I think she's lost all the young people in her life. There's like no joy in her life. And you know what? I'm thinking about all the people you brought no joy into their life either. So good on you. Good on you. Queen of Cups. There she is. She's trying to be emotionally stable. I didn't quite get, just hang on here. Sorry. I forgot her birthday. I don't really want to do astrology this time, just because I like to see the archetype of what the cards want to show us. She's a Capricorn. Oh, that's right. How did I not remember that? Her birthday is on Christmas. So she's very emotionally balanced, and this is so true. She almost has that no, don't complain, no, don't explain, don't complain attitude. So she's trying to show herself as emotionally balanced, and she does have resting bitch face. I mean, if anybody's nailed it, it's her. And that just goes to show. I'm thinking that she's fine with herself with what she did. She defends her actions. Knight of Wands in reverse. Look at the two knights blocking her in. Knight of Wands, you know, it's interesting because sometimes Knight of Wands can be bull in a china shop in reverse. And this is what we have. Knight of Pentacles here is a bull. So that's really interesting that I'm getting that she really didn't care about any of the girls at all. I'm getting she didn't even care about many of the transactions that went on. I think I think this is somebody that is, it's interesting because Queen of Cups in reverse can be somebody who's emotionally unstable. But when it's upright, it can be emotions that are stable. And if you look at the original Queen of Cups, she actually is quite the bitch. She doesn't have a pleasant look on her face, and she's looking at an urn. It's not a cup. And this also would be an urn and not a cup. And it almost is like, because it's a Scorpio card, they, and I can say this about Scorpios, I have so many Scorpios in my life. Like, even my dog is a Scorpio. At times, I wonder if they're emotionally flat, right? And I'm getting that because of this line here and the way the eyes really aren't expressing any emotion. And I think she's emotionally flat to what she's done. This Knight of Wands in reverse are the men. The men that come, I call them the chads, the wham bam, thank you ma'am, in and out burger. And she didn't get any joy out of that. And what she thinks she did wasn't quite wrong. The Chariot in reverse. The Chariot in reverse. She doesn't understand. 10 of Pentacles in reverse on top of the 10 of Cups in reverse. She's lost everything. I'm not sure she has any money left, or that might be why she has no joy. Maybe she's had to pay all the lawyers. Perhaps the money is, she's in prison. Maybe somebody took it, right? She feels like she's definitely not in control, mind, body, and soul here. Wow, 3 of Swords in reverse. You know what? That's the betrayal card on top of the Queen of Cups card. I think somebody's taken her money. I honestly think somebody's taken her money because when she's behind bars, she cannot access it. So let's say the powers that be, perhaps they have found the money. And perhaps that's why the files now have to disappear. Maybe there's information in those files where the money is. I'm wondering if the money's gone. And she definitely feels betrayed, also out of control. She has no control when she's behind prison. I wonder if now they have the money, if they'll let her out. Page of Swords. That's our information on the internet. Oh, the Devil in reverse. Somebody talked too much. Page of Swords, that would almost be like one of the girls, right? Coming out with the truth of the matter, or talking to someone on the internet, or somebody who's doing research and they let it all out. Is that Virginia Giuffre? I don't think so, and I'm going to tell you why. Is because Virginia was more after Epstein and Andrew. More, not as much Ghislaine. She did mention her, a couple of times, but I think that I think this might be somebody else. 5 of Pentacles in reverse. She might be getting out, guys. Well, she only has to do 20 years, maybe out early on good behavior. And I think she's going to, I think she'll get out. But her karma will always follow her. Let's see. The High Priestess. High Priestess. 4 of Swords. Queen of Wands in reverse, the Hanged Man in reverse, and the Fool, and the Seven of Cups upright. You know what? I think she's going to get out, but this is going to follow her wherever she goes. I think that she'll get out and she'll become, she'll disappear into society and start all brand new. Now, we've read on here that Jeffrey is alive and he is in Israel. And I'm wondering if that's something she's going to do, disappear and start something new here with the Seven of Cups. She has like a lot of choices what to do. She definitely has some secrets that she'll never give them up. Never give them up, ever. No, never. Queen of Wands here in reverse is, Queen of Wands in reverse is a real nasty piece of work. Revengeful. They can be very revengeful. I think she's going to meet up with Jeffrey here, the Hanged Man in reverse, who didn't really hang himself. The Fool, trying to fool everybody and start fresh, start brand new. Actually, she's going to insist on it. She knows. She knows. I think she'll never give up any of her secrets, ever. Not even to get out. No, she won't. She won't. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if she gets out quite soon. She might make a deal. She might make a deal to get out, guys. I wonder if that's why she wants to talk to Congress. She might give them like a hint of what they want to know. We're not seeing like big money here. The only one we see is 10 of Pentacles in reverse, 5 of Pentacles in reverse, and 2 of Pentacles in reverse. I think she's lost all her money or her access to money, and therefore that's why she wants to, I think she'll disappear into society, and I think she'll go straight to Jeffrey. He's the one with the money and the billions and whatnot. You know, it's interesting here. I'm not seeing any lovers. I'm not seeing any cups. Perhaps that information about her, and this also Queen of Wands, that's what I was going to bring out. Queen of Wands, that would her being a wife, and it's in reverse. So I think that is all a ruse, that she's married. It could even been the person she's married to gave up the money. I'm going to say she's being bullied, number one. So she wins the battle but loses the war. She gets out of prison for a small exchange. She's not telling her secrets to anything. I don't know what she would bargain to get out of jail. She's getting out. I think she's going to be out sooner than any of us think she is. 3 of Wands, yeah. Patience. And then she's going to go overseas. And what is overseas? Israel, from where she is in the United States. 8 of Swords, she feels she's there under false pretenses. The Emperor, she's going to appeal to Trump. She's going to, Ace of Cups in reverse. And there's the Lovers. There's the Lovers. I think she's going to appeal to Trump. I think I'm not saying that he has any secrets that he needs to be aware of, but there's something there that's going to really upset Trump. This Ace of Cups in reverse. Perhaps she knows something about somebody close to him. Perhaps she, just think if right now she said, let me out, or I'm going to say there is a file of people, or I am going to show them the black book, or I'm going to tell them you took all the money. Right? She has other things to threaten with, and I think here's the threatening here. So she wins the battle, but loses the war. So she appeals or whatever she does and says, if there is no list, why am I in jail? And almost holding Trump's hand, saying, okay, well then who am I in jail for? And he's going to have no choice but to say, I don't know, I guess, yeah. Otherwise, Tell me who, let's release the information of why I'm in jail. There's a list right there. There's a black book right there. So I think she actually is going to have Trump over a barrel, and she is going to get out and be reunited with Jeffrey. This is what I'm thinking. This is what I'm thinking. Now, I heard another psychic say she's actually going to die in jail, and well, so did Jeffrey. I'm not getting, do we see the tower? Do we see the death card? Do we see the 10 of swords? We have the 4 of swords, but it's upright. So that's just the sick bed. Doesn't mean that you get off the sick bed. It means that you're quiet, you're laying down, you're resting. You can be in the sick bed just because you want a day of rest. Doesn't mean you're sick. But when we have the, I think the devil here in reverse, plus that's her as a Capricorn, and plus that's Jeffrey as a Capricorn. I think she's going to run straight to him. Let's quickly ask the cards, upright, positive, reversals, negative. Is she going to, air quotes, die in jail? Is Ghislaine Maxwell going to die in jail? Now, she's already 61, so, let's say she does her 20 years. Well, she'd be in her, mid to late 70s by the time she got out. Upright, positive, reversals, negative. Is Ghislaine? I want to call her Giselle, but that's the beautiful model. Ghislaine Maxwell, is she going to die in jail? Upright, positives, reversals, negative. Upright, positives, reversals, negative. Upright, positives, reversals, negative. Shall we begin? The devil in reverse. 3 of swords in reverse. 5 of swords upright. Ace of wands in reverse. 3 of cups upright. 6 of swords in reverse. And 9 of wands upright. So this says no, she's not. But it sounds like 7 of okay. 7 of wands in reverse, gaslighting. There's some of the same cards that we have. Here's the ace of wands in reverse, which is a no. But here we have 3 of cups upright. So some kind of cheering on. And 9 of wands upright here tells me she's embattled, but she gets out. With this 7 of cups here in reverse, I should have asked this question differently. She's not going to die in jail. No, she's not. But now let's ask, are they going to tell us she died in jail? Are we going to hear reports? Oh, I just got a big stab in the back. Are we going to hear reports? Ghislaine Maxwell died in jail. Are we going to hear reports of Ghislaine Maxwell dying in jail? Are we going to hear, or just dying? Are we going to hear reports of Ghislaine Maxwell dying? Are we going to hear reports of Ghislaine Maxwell dying in jail? We're going to hear reports. Upright, positive, reversals, negative. 9 of Pentacles, there's the successful. There she is, successful. Knight of Swords in reverse, there's the attack. 4 of Pentacles upright. The Star in reverse. 8 of Wands in reverse. 10 of Wands. I forgot to check to see if these cards are even showing, because these are huge cards. Sorry about that. I didn't check the last reading. Good thing I read them out. So we got a 10 of Wands upright. Final tiebreaker. 3 of Cups upright. Yes, we are. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. We're definitely going to hear that she passed away. And here's a Knight of Swords. We might even hear that somebody attacked her in jail, but she'll be successfully getting out. There's the celebration. But the burden is she'll never be able to be out in public again with her face, right? What's the underlying? Temperance. For sure she is. So there we go. There we go. She's definitely, then she'll be tied forever to this, and have a burden, consequences of her choices. So the cards are saying she won't die, but we'll hear that she dies. And the cards also said she'll be going to Israel to be with Jeffrey. And her part of the money's all gone. She's got something now to bargain with. And somehow it has something to do with Trump, with the emperor, and upsetting him. And I'm not saying that he's on the list. We've read the cards. He's not on the list. But there's something going on that she can hold over him. I mean, she could make him look like an idiot, actually, and say, of course there's a list. It's right here. And right now, who would the public believe? Ghislaine or Trump? Right? He might have backed himself into a pretty tight-fitting corner here by doing all of that. All right. Well, what do you guys think? Well overdue reading, but very revealing. Thank you so much for watching. Please take good care. See you online. Bye for now.